It's about the single best mod you can do to make yourself faster at the track. Hi everyone, so a little update of what's been going on at Shifted Racing. Like pretty much everyone else, we're just waiting on race dates. So I guess that'll happen within the next couple months. And then hopefully we'll be able to finish our 2 events remaining in the season as far as rallycross goes. In a further video, we're going to be talking about the mods that we'll be doing to the car in preparation to the next event. But until then, I have a subject I'd like to talk to you guys about. It's about the single best mod you can do to make yourself faster at the track. During the coronavirus lockdown, a lot of drivers have been finding ways to continue to practice their sport, obviously. There's been an increase in the use of home racing simulators, and online racing leagues have just exploded. While most of these drivers are keeping themselves busy and entertained, others, including little old me, have used the time of confinement to perform modifications in order to make their cars faster. But what kind of modifications? Well, you know how weight reduction helps multiple aspects like acceleration, cornering, braking? Yeah? Well, I've been modifying and tuning something at Shifted Racing that helps accelerating, braking, cornering, car balance, car mechanics, logistics, budget, networking, and promotion. Cognitive processing speed and capability. The brain. And best of all, it can be measured on a brain dyno. What do I mean? Well, you may or may not know that most of us dumb ourselves down with toxins. These toxins in the body are like added weight to your race car. Okay, now I'm gonna stop right now. I'm not gonna get into health and medical, okay? So I'm not giving that kind of advice. That's personal to each of you. What I will say is that everybody listening can easily make a small list of things they shouldn't eat, they shouldn't drink, they shouldn't think, they shouldn't say, they shouldn't do, they shouldn't listen to. A lot of things can be poisonous to yourself. So what is weighing you down? Over the years, I've cut down on eating pesticides, heavy metals, MSG, gluten, sugar, listening to gossip, poor use of social media, wasting time, procrastination, worrying, needing approval, doing things for people instead of helping them grow, you know, catching that fish for them instead of showing them how to fish. And now, I'm cutting back on alcohol. And it's helping my racing budget. I really enjoy optimizing my life, and that includes my budget. For a few years now, all my expenses are compiled. Every receipt has been entered in Excel. Even if I wanted to lie to myself about what I spend, I can't. Everything's there. There comes a point where you can't be bothered to waste time stopping and paying money at McDonald's for an MSG pesticide gluten sandwich, large long chain saturated fat fries with a liquid sugar drink. And besides, watch yourself have to enter the receipt into the business expense folder for income tax purposes. I can't be bothered anymore. See what I did there? I associate pain and difficulty to things I want to change, and I create fast and easy roads for the things I want to keep doing. That's the key. Most people minimize the effort it takes to maintain bad habits and find lame excuses to avoid doing things that are good for them. So what did I do to cut back on alcohol? Well, I moderately drank alcohol, I felt like, for 2 weeks to create a baseline for feeling like crap. And then I stopped for a week only to find that I had way more energy, better sleep, clearer thoughts, and maybe less mistakes in my rally simulator. So I set up driver training in my simulator at the very same time I usually finish work and head for the really nice smoky bottle of scotch and have a shot or two. And I can't do both. It's either having a shot and letting my mind wander, or it's being serious in the rally simulator. So what's more important to me? My driving performance through clear, acute cognitive function is more important to me than that shot of scotch. Alcohol affects neuron connectivity, and if I want to avoid that one little driving mistake that will make me DNF, did not finish, if I get a DNF after over an hour of simulation, it's not worth it. So I can't be dumbing myself down. So if you want to remove toxins, whatever they may be, from your body, be it alcohol, sugar, gluten, or just make changes to your diet to have more available energy and mental acuity, how do you know it's working? You just go by feel? Well, I mentioned a brain dyno at the beginning of the video. I spend a lot of hours doing this, but if you find your own sources and research what IQ is and how it works, you'll come to understand that it's all related to how fast your brain can process information and how well it can store information, memory. It's the most reliable information we have about the brain, and the tests are actually really simple to create. It's just a question of testing enough people to form statistics. To measure your mental performance over time, you can use things like quantifiedmind.com. That's quantified-mind.com. To see, for example, if that morning coffee is actually helping you or not. There are multiple tests on that website that you can try out, and you can even devise your own test. It can be what time of day is good for me to be in full performance mode. So if that coffee is actually helping you, that very specific coffee with those ingredients, because it can change from coffee to coffee, why not drink that same coffee before that session in the simulator? Or before that real race? It might give you an upper hand. Or drink it before your next business negotiation. Or the next sponsorship deal. So, my question to you, because we always think about spending money on the car, on the setup, on the parts. Invest a little bit in yourself on the driver. You saw my last video, probably, where it's important to spend on the driver. So what would you pay to gain half a second per kilometer of rally stage? Over the course of a rally? That's a lot of time. Or what about a quarter second per lap around a circuit? Or even an eighth of a second per lap around a circuit? Or an increase in lap consistency? What's that worth to you? Well, I did the math. In 2019, if I had been doing this already, I'd have been writing myself a check of $94 a month, which in retrospect sounds like a lot to me. Okay, let's allow for a bottle of wine here and there with friends, and having a case of beer available in case friends come over soon, which might happen. And the reinvestment into my health, let's say that costs like $44. Well, I still have $50 left per month. That's $600 a year that I can put into almost a set of tires or anything else I want to upgrade on the car. So my friends, whether you're an amateur driver like me, or a full-blown professional race driver, or a business person, or you're working on that next artistic project, whatever it may be, choose carefully where you invest your upgrades. They may be sitting there right behind your eyes. I know what you're thinking. Am I intense? Am I crazy? Unreasonable? Over the top? Yes. Because average actions get you average results. And I'm looking for something more than that. And I hope you are too.